Extreme 3D Christmas Lights Acrylic Nailer Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hello everyone! In today's video I'm going to be showing you a very simple Christmas design that was one of the first ones I thought of to do for this year. I always kind of make my holiday to-do list designs out way in advance, and then I kind of just cross them off as I go and create them. And this one was one of them. I believe it's number 2 on my list for things I've wanted to make, which the list is humongous, so that's saying something. But it's just a very simple, pretty much clear nail with some glitter on it, stiletto that has a string of lights that I sculpted out of the acrylic that wrap around it. So the string of lights is something that's very easy to do. I sculpted so many of these a year ago when I did a sculpture, not an acrylic sculpture, but a clay sculpture of some minions that were enjoying themselves decorating Christmas tree, and those videos are all on my art channel. But I had to sculpt all of these lights that they're using to decorate their tree out of acrylic. So I got quite good at making the process of it, and it's, once you kind of get into the groove of it, you can make these lights very quickly, and I had to make a lot of them to do that project. But for this one, you don't need that many, and you can just quickly wrap them around the stiletto. This is something that if you're in the salon and you know that you have a client that's coming in that has a holiday party or something and they're gonna want something extreme, you can make these lights in advance and then just quickly wrap them around the nail, and you don't have to do it while they're sitting in your chair. So that's something that's kind of fun to do. So I hope you guys like this design, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So to begin with, you're just going to want to create a clear overlay over the entire nail, just because I really loved the clear nail with just that little bit of hollow chrome and then having the lights on there. I thought it really highlighted the lights, and I really like actually clear nails all of a sudden. It's kind of what I don't know, kind of like them suddenly. So anyways, I am going to just do this solid clear nail. I think it looks gorgeous, and having that as the base, I thought really just, like I said, made the light stand out a little bit more. So just very simple clear overlay. One thing you do need to make sure of while you're doing a clear overlay like this is usually I have a couple different color layers of acrylic, at least 2. So when you're doing it just with one layer, it seems like I don't get them as thick as I normally would like to. So that's why you saw me doing that in several beads, just to make sure that my nail is going to be thick enough and strong enough. So I'm going to be filing it into shape using my coarse bit to start with, and then going on to a much finer bit, just so that it kind of makes the surface of it really nice and smooth, which will make your hollow chrome application so much better. So now I'm going to be applying a layer of no wipe gel top coat and curing that fully. So I'm just going to apply that all over the nail. Even though the chrome is only going at the top, I just wanted it as, you know, a nice base. And then first burnish that hollow chrome into the cuticle area, and then just kind of keep working the little sponge applicator down farther and farther down the nail without adding any more powder. That's how you're going to create that really, really easy gradient. It is so simple to do. I know the first time I saw a picture of this being done with the hollow chrome gradient, I was like, oh, that is so cool. And I thought to myself, I bet that's super easy. It is. So now I just applied a layer of gel sealer and cured that again, and now I'm going to make my string of lights. So to begin with, you just want to cut a piece of fine jewelry wire, and then set out all your colors of acrylic that you want to make your light bulbs out of. So I have blue, yellow, orange, red, and green, I believe. So I'm just going to take same size beads, or as close as I can, of each color, rotating them out, and set them on opposite. So I'm going to put one on the underside of the wire, then on the upper side, or, you know, I guess it's round, so it's not really, but, you know, going back and forth side to side on my wire and alternating the colors. So I went blue, yellow, orange, red, green. And then I'm going to go back to the blue after the green one is done and start again blue, yellow, red, orange, green. And I did 2 light bulbs of each color, and actually that worked out perfectly for the nail and for my length of wire, which was shocking that I just got that right. Usually in this sort of situation, I end up with far too many lights, so maybe I'm getting a little bit better at my estimating there. So just keep adding these, and like I said, try to keep your beads to be as close to the same size as you can. I know that all of these colors of acrylic except for the orange are the same brand, so they all work really, really well, and I can get very close to the same size without doing too much work. The orange one, however, takes way more monomer, so it's kind of a bit of a process to get that one to be about the same size as the other light bulbs. So now I'm going to take, and I have a really pretty silver, very metallic color of acrylic, and I'm going to be applying just a little bead of that at the base of each light bulb. This is for like the little part that you screw the light bulb in when you change them out. So just add that So set that down at the base over the top of the wire. So this is also going to really make sure that your light bulbs are attached to the wire. I know that when you set the wire on the nail form backing, the acrylic tends to slip underneath it. So this way, when you're adding this little light bulb base on top of the wire and on top of the light bulb too, just a little bit, you're creating a full circle around the wire for the acrylic, which is going to make this so that the light bulbs don't just fall off on you. They're very, very attached. So now I'm going to start attaching my light bulbs to the nail. So I'm going to trim off the excess wire from one end. So I'm going to start with the side that I began with. And then, like I said, very easily just wrap them around and then trim off the excess wire from the other end. So depending on how long your nail is, you may find, like I said, that you have too many lights. So you can just cut off the extra lights. It isn't nearly as good if your light string isn't long enough. But kind of like I was, you know, you kind of get in the hang of it. So then glue the top light bulb to the top of the nail and glue the bottom light bulb to the bottom of the nail. I did not add any other glue to this. That being said, if this is a salon environment that you're working with this and you want this to be very, very durable, you may want to add a little bit of glue, tacking it here and there, and then maybe fill in with some either like clear builder gel or something and then curing it just so that it's not going to fall off. But I didn't have any issues with it just like this. So I'm adding a white highlight on one edge of each light bulb just to make it look like they're really, really shiny, even though they are going to end up being really shiny because I'll put some top coat on them. But just for now, that little highlight adds so much. And then to really offset that silver base on the light bulbs from the silver wire and the silver of the hollow chrome, I'm just going to take and make a little line on the top and the bottom of those little squares with black paint. Just like I said, just to offset and make sure that they're really visible because that is such a cute little detail that you don't want it to be missed. And then I'm going to take, like I said, and apply gel sealer to the light bulbs that are on the top of the nail. So I just did half of them, or it's not quite, it's a little more than half. And then cure that, and then after that's cured, apply it to the ones that you didn't do that are on the bottom or the underside of the nail. And that is it. Like I said, this is a design that I had thought of to do so long ago, probably in September at some point. I'm like, ooh, that'd be fun. And I really did enjoy doing it, so I hope you guys like it too, and please share recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I would love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!